I'm Nic Kentish and I represent low stress stock handling here in Southern Australia. Low stress stock handling is a training program and it takes 2 days where we aim to make the world a better place for animals and the people that work with them by getting people to understand a principle-centred learning and the instincts of animal movement. From a welfare standpoint, all of our participants leave fully empowered here to stand up to any scrutiny that they may ever incur from any 60 minutes camera or whatever might be over their shoulder whilst they're doing their work, such that they can put their hand on their heart and say they do it with rigour and that their animal welfare standards are of the highest that they could be. There's so much to be gained from employing these principles because the animals are a functioning organism, so we want them to put on weight, we want them to have lots of wool and strong fibre strength and all these things, and so there's a derivative of that is the feed intake, and then we want that feed to do really good things inside the animal. So there's an organism inside the animal called the rumen, and we want to have that functioning to absolute pinnacle of its potential. And so when we get the animal really relaxed and really functioning properly with moving it using these methods, everything seems to function so much better and weight gains and productivity is so much better. They leave here really empowered with natural instincts and natural movement of animals. So they now work with those natural things, such as knowing where the animal would really like you to apply pressure versus where, if it could talk to you, it would say, don't do that, please. They also learn things like body language is the strongest form of communication, so use your body to convey that language and maybe keep the noise down a bit, because noise destroys the ability to communicate, animals to communicate with each other and us to communicate with our animals. So we learned tips and tools about how to do that and make it a really peaceful situation to work in. I'm thrilled with how the last couple of days have gone because people have left really fulfilled. I saw some real happy changes in people that they've dropped a couple of bad habits or they're trying desperately to do so. Maybe it's just in front of me. They are seeing things in their sheep now that make the sheep part of their whole farm ecosystem and not just a thing to be tolerated. You know, they actually really enjoy working with animals all the time because they now know how to make it work all the time because they're working with the natural instincts of the animals.